Hey everyone, S-Dub Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new Arrowverse video here in the channel. I like to stop and take the time to rank all Team Arrow members, ranked from worst to best. Please note that everything that I say in this video is just my very own opinion. My list is certainly not the right list, it is just my list, and you are free to comment down below your ranking of every Team Arrow member ranked from worst to best, just like me, or you could just do your favorite. Like, comment, subscribe. Now without further ado, let's get into the ranking. Kicking off my list at number 21, we have Artemis. Now, she was a hero. She did join the team in Season 5, and then she changed sides and go with Prometheus. And I think the thing with that is, I don't even remember her backstory. I don't remember anything about this character except that she changed sides from Oliver's to Prometheus, mainly because she hated the way Oliver did his thing as the Green Arrow. But I just don't see anything compelling about this character. Her costume wasn't even that good. She wasn't even a compelling character on the team. I didn't even feel like she was that much heroic on the team. So she has to come in last place. Kicking off my list at number 20, we have Huntress. Huntress, where did you go? You were such a good character, and then you just fell off in the coming seasons because you were just not in the series anymore. Like, after Season 1 and Season 2, she just wasn't in the series anymore. And I felt like Season 1 was just like the high point of her character because she has such a compelling backstory. She had a lot of elements to her that made her compelling, and then they just wrote her out the show. And it was very weird to me because I felt like her and Oliver had a kind of a good relationship, but at the same time, I just wish that she was in the show just a little bit more. We needed to see more of her, and they should have brought her back for the finale in Season 8, or they at least should have brought her back for the entirety of Season 8. At number 19, we have the Black Canary, Laurel Lance, Earth 1. Now, this Laurel Lance actually died in Season 4 due to Damien Dark, and I felt like her character as the Black Canary was very bad. She started off as this person that was mourning the death of her sister, and she wanted to avenge her sister as becoming the Black Canary. And yes, that's a great character arc. But what they did with her in that arc was so bad. Laurel Lance was this good character in Season 1 and 2, and then when Season 3 happened, they just messed her up. She even went out in the field with the suit on without any backup, and she was getting beat up almost every time. And then you're telling me just in a couple of episodes, like the last episodes of the season, Laurel Lance is fighting alongside with Diggle and Oliver. That's just mind-blowing to me. I don't understand how you just, like, in 22 weeks you're that proficient in fighting skills along with Oliver and Diggle. Just mind-blowingly bad. At number 18, we have Quentin Lance. Now, Quentin Lance was the detective that was trying to hunt the Arrow down in the first seasons, and he kind of became a member of Team Arrow. He evolved over the seasons, and I like that because he actually helped Black Siren kind of change from a villain to a hero. And it's also very compelling because he has a very tragic character arc. I mean, he resorts to drinking to cope with his two daughters dying, and then one of them coming back to life evil and the other one coming back to life evil, but then going off on a time ship where she can't really be around a lot. And Quentin, he is just the father. That's his whole character arc. He is just a father trying to make the world a better place for his daughters. At 17, we have Felicity. Now, Felicity, she is a great character in the beginning of the seasons. I see that now. I mean, I've always liked the actress that plays her, but you know, they just written her so badly that she's just nagging all the time. She is so kind of hypocritical, and it's just a lot of things that make her character bad that the writers chose to do with her. Make it to where we like the character and then we want to see an episode. At that moment in time, we didn't even like the character, so why give her an episode and make us hate her even more? So Felicity, she just nags most of the time and just makes her unbearable. But her hacking skills are great, and I do love the name Overwatch. At number 16, we have Malcolm Merlyn. Now, I've touched on Malcolm Merlyn in the past, so I'm just going to keep it short. I liked him better as a villain because he was more intriguing and he was more mysterious / compelling. And when he became an anti-hero / hero, I guess it was alright, but it just Like, in every other episode, he was either a villain or a hero, or an anti-hero. And even in Legends, he was either a hero or a villain. And that's one of the things that I hate about Malcolm Merlyn joining Team Arrow, is the fact that, yeah, I get it, Thea is your daughter, but you're still an evil person. Like, you still killed thousands of people. That makes no sense. Like, Oliver killed people, but yeah, we resonate with him more because we see the human side. We see the human side of Malcolm Merlyn too, but I just feel like they just flip-flop his character too many times. At number 15, we have William Clayton. Now, William is the son of Oliver Queen, and he was a child when he went off with his grandparents, and he was a teenager when Oliver died. So then when he got transported back to the past in season 8, I felt like his character was actually more compelling. I actually like the actor that plays him. I have no problem with William being gay. And I guess that's all I have to say about William. I mean, that's the only really thing that I know about him, that he owns a company and that he's gay. And I guess, you know, the fact that he's the Felicity of Team Arrow in the future, it kind of makes me, I don't know if I want to see a show where William Clayton is Felicity. Like, where he's nagging or something like that, or he's worried about Mia and everything like that. I don't know if I want to see something like that done with the William. Coming in at number 14, we have Mr. Terrific. Now, Mr. Terrific, I don't know how he gets his hair braided, because braids take a long time for men and women. That takes a long time for your hair to get braided. And I don't know how he does it in just like 2 minutes while everybody's suiting up. It makes no sense. And the thing is with Mr. Terrific is that we already have a hacker / smart person on our team. We actually have 3 smart people on our team. We have Oliver, we have Felicity, and we have Diggle. Oliver knows his way around some computers. You remember season 1. And then Felicity is the hacker. She's very smart. You know, she out-hacks everyone. Where did Mr. Terrific come from? Like, where did this guy come from? I get it. Add him into the team so then he can be the hacker in the field. I like that. But I just don't know, man. They flip-flop his character too. Because in some episodes, he's bad at combat. And then in the next episode, or like 2 episodes later, he's literally going toe-to-toe with Prometheus. How is he going hand-to-hand combat with Prometheus? That makes no sense whatsoever. And he's kind of just like Chester from The Flash. Just a black guy, comedic relief, kind of smart person on the team, but not really. At number 13, we have Ragman. Ragman is a cool character. What can I say? His costume is top-notch, amazing. It's just so cool seeing these rags fly off of him, and it's just so eerie and creepy, like a horror movie style. Like, the rags themselves are very well done. Very nice CGI on that. And his character arc actually has something to do with season 4. Actually, something good came out of season 4, and they put that inside of season 5 and made that his whole character arc. At number 12, we have Hawke. Hawke has a great character arc from Arrow, the show in general, and I just like, you know, his character. I just like the fact that he has so much emotional tie to the villain of Green Arrow and the Canaries that it makes for an amazing storyline. And I love the fact that we first saw him in Legends and like a dystopian future. Just amazing stuff with him taking over the title of Green Arrow. At number 11, we have Blackstar. Mia Smoak Queen. She's good. That's all I gotta say. She's good. She's all right in fighting. She's just like her dad, you know. And I'm really glad that they don't push it down your throat that this is the female Oliver Queen. She's just gonna take over the mantle like they did with Batwoman. No, they kind of integrated her into the show perfectly well with everything that was gonna go on in the next year. So they basically kind of foreshadowed Oliver Queen's death through the flashbacks. Well, no, not the flashbacks, the flash forwards of Arrow season 7. And yeah, Mia is hot, but I really like her character. She's very distinct from another certain daughter. Maybe that'll be a video in the future. Before I get into my top 10, I'd like to take the time to say that if you are a fan of the Arrowverse, which you probably are, that's why you're watching this video, click that playlist up above for everything Arrowverse related that I have on my channel. Also, if you are a fan of the MCU, I am doing an MCU rewatch on my podcast. It's called The Regular Podcast, and that link is always in the description and in the comment section. And we will be uploading Guardians of the Galaxy on Monday. Without further ado, let's get into my top 10. Kicking off my top 10 list has got to go to Speedy. Now, Queen, I'm going to start off with the bad here. How is she so proficient in fighting after 3 months? She left with Malcolm Merlyn at the end of Season 2, came back in Season 3, a full-fledged fighter. She can go toe-to-toe with freaking Oliver Queen, and Oliver had to go through 5 years of rigorous training just to even at least shoot a bow and arrow. But Thea? They did the same thing with Laurel Lance, but Laurel took shorter. Thea, she grew from Season 2 to Season 3. That's why I have her high on the list. And mainly because it's Queen. She's a good character. She has a compelling character arc with her dying and everything like that. So I like her. I like her character arc. Very well done. I just hate the fact that she's just... How is she so Oliver Queen level in just 3 months? Like, I would have liked it like, okay, yeah, she knows how to box and everything like that in 3 months. But come on, you're telling me that she can go hand-to-hand combat with Oliver Queen? That just makes no sense. At number 9, we have Dinah Drake, which is the Black Canary from Earth 1 after Laurel Lance died. She joined the team in Season 5, and I really like her. She's a cool character. She's cool. I have nothing really bad to say about this character. She's a meta-human. Her turning into the Black Canary actually has something to do with the particle accelerator and Flash, so that kind of bridged the two shows together. And that meant that not everyone just in Central City got hit with that particle accelerator. People in Star City everywhere in the world probably got hit with that. So there could be more metahumans on Earth Prime. Dinah Drake, she's a cool character. I have nothing to say about her. She's one of the best Black Canaries I've seen. At number 8, we have Ray Palmer, the Atom. His character was actually better in Arrow because he actually could go toe-to-toe with Oliver Queen on a psychological level. Hand-to-hand combat, not as much. He was working on this suit, just like Adam's suit and everything like that. I like that. He was working on that behind the scenes. He asked Felicity to come in and help him. Then we get into DC Legends. And yeah, I like him being the comedic relief and everything like that. His superpower is he can shrink and grow big. Like that's basically Ant-Man's power. So you can make jokes with him. But then his exit was not well handled in DC Legends. And now I just feel like they just shouldn't have had the character in the first place if they was just going to write him out like that. At number 7, we have Wild Dog. Now, throughout the series, we see that Wild Dog is actually, he's one of the first ones who wanted to help the Green Arrow. He actually felt like that Green Arrow is actually doing something good, and Oliver was just like pushing him away. He didn't want him to be a part of the scene, and I just like the fact that he really didn't give up on that because he actually supported what the Green Arrow was doing. He was like an ex-military person, and it's just made for a nice compelling character arc, and that he has a daughter. He has an emotional tie to someone that he wants to make it back home to. Like in that one episode in Season 6 where they were standing on bombs, or like bombs were around them, and if they moved they would like trigger the bombs, and he just called his daughter and she didn't pick up, so he just left a message for her. Like that almost pulled on my heartstrings because I already know he cares for his daughter and he wants to make the world a better place for his daughter, just like Quentin Lance. At number 6, we have Deathstroke. Deathstroke is a villain, yes, I know, but he is a part of Team Arrow sometimes. He's one of those characters that, yeah, comes in, helps out Oliver Queen repay him back. And I feel like he was a part of the team at some point. In Season 5, he was a part of the team, but he went on to do his own thing. And I like that aspect. I like the fact that he murdered those people in that long one-shot. That was pretty cool. And he also has a son, so he's just like Wild Dog. He has an emotional tie to someone, and he just wants to make the world a better place for his son. Kicking off my top 5 list has got to go to the Canary, the first Canary that we've seen. This is actually the one that I really like because she did have an emotional tie to Oliver Queen. So it kind of went back to his comic book roots just a little bit with having the Black Canary and the Green Arrow love interest storyline. Her trying to deal with the fact that she's a killer, you know, and Oliver at that time, he restricted killing. Like, he didn't want to kill anymore. And then this new person comes on the scene, which happens to be the girl that he thought died on the boat And then we later find out that she actually has training too, and that she was training for 5 years, just like Oliver, which makes sense. That's why they can go toe to toe together. At number 4, we have the Black Canary from Earth 2, well, slash Black Siren. The thing that I like about this Laurel Lance is that she's actually better than the Laurel Lance from Earth 1. It's the thing that she used to be a villain. She was the antagonist of season 6, and she was in the Flash a little bit as an antagonist. And then we move into season 8 where she's more of this hero. And like even in season 7, she's helping Oliver to get out of prison and she just wants to get her Earth back as she sees her Earth disappear in front of her eyes. And that's just such a great compelling character arc for her, and that she changes from a villain due to someone actually loving her, and then she turns into a hero, and she becomes one of the best, sassiest heroes in the Arrowverse, and she has to come in at number 4. Kicking off my top 3 list has got to go to Spartan. John Diggle, amazing. S tier. He's an S tier character, just like Black Canary, Earth 2. Now, the thing is with this character arc is that they made him so whiny about being the Green Arrow in season 6. They wrote about his character in season 6, and even in season 4, like you can tell his brother is evil. Everyone knows that. I mean, I didn't believe it for a second that his brother would turn good. And I get it, you want to believe your brother, but at the same time, man, if you've done evil stuff in the past, I know you're going to do it in the future and you're never going to change. And then even in Crisis, they pushed his character back. And I'm like, why would you do that when this is the crossover that Oliver dies in, and we have friggin' Martian Manhunter and Batwoman there for his death? We have Ryan Choi, somebody unknown at the time, there for his death, and you don't have John Diggle, the person that was there since episode 1. Just mind-blowingly stupid. They just wrote his character in a very stupid way. Our runner-up at number 2 has got to go to Arsenal. Now, when I saw that poster for season 3, when I was watching through the Arrowverse, I was not there when season 3 came out. But when I saw that poster for season 3, and I saw the red arrow next to him, I was like, yes, finally. Because I was ready. I wanted to see Arsenal so bad. And the thing is, it's his suit. I just love his suit. His suit is so cool. That red, because red is my favorite color. So that red with the arrows behind him, just awesome stuff. And like he also has the batons, just cool things. And then Roy, that's his name, right? Roy Harper? Yeah. So Roy, he's actually one of those characters that wasn't around, but when he did, it added something special to the show. Yeah, he was prominent in season 1. I think it was in season 1. He was prominent in season 1, season 2, season 3. In season 4, he kind of fell off. He left. Season 5, I don't even think he was there in season 5. And then in season 6, he came back. Season 7, he had a main role. And then in season 8, he came back. And it was nice stuff. I mean, I like the fact that Roy came back in season 7, and he died prior to that. So it added a lot of mystery to his character. Like, what happened while he was gone? Oh, no. He died. Like, you have to understand on a thematic level, that has weight to it on his character. Because he took the drugs that Deathstroke took in season 2, and it made him stronger and enhanced. And he had that bloodthirst. And then now he has that bloodthirst again because he was inside of the Lazarus pit. Just great stuff that they did with Roy Harper. And like I said, that costume is nice. But coming in at my number 1 has got to go to the Green Arrow. You knew this was going to happen. Like, you knew Green Arrow was going to be in number 1 because he is the best Arrowverse superhero in my opinion, and he is the best person to lead the team of heroes. He is the leader of Team Arrow, and come on, he has to be in number 1. He just has such a great character arc. I'm just going to keep it small. He has such a great character arc, and it comes full circle come season 8. So the Green Arrow has to come in at number 1. Alright guys, that is it for the ranking. Please know that everything that I said in this video was just my real opinion. My list was certainly not the right list. It was just my list. And you are free to comment down below your ranking of every Team Arrow member, ranked from worst to best just like me. Or you could just do your favorite. Please know that this was just my concise list. You can add in all the side characters, the allies. You can do whatever you want in the comment section. But like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.